Hello everyone, I'm back. As usual, Nsereko Alan, chemistry educator. I'm representing Muto online education platform as usual. I'm back with my noise, just get used to me. There's only one thing I'm requesting. I'm tired of calling you dear ones. I want to call you subscribers. Please subscribe. We are going to get a lot secure information, well researched on. So I'm again back with chemistry as usual. Don't get fed up of me. For today's video, I want us to learn about section B, items of chemistry. Paper 1. Um, section B, like we've been sharing earlier, has two parts, part 1 and part 2. Each of these parts has two items from which you choose one item. Section B, for it, need some extended response, detailed response, because they are extended or application items. They need an extended response, but we are going to find that they will still follow the 6 S's we talked about in the beginning. Section B, part 1, still will come from I will come from the elements of construct as we stated them above. There are very few. The first element of construct that uh, that contribute section B items is contribution of chemistry to our economy. That sets section B part 1 items. Please subscribe. Click that subscription button on your screen. I see. Check for the bell. Please subscribe. Follow us on our YouTube, our website. Look for us on TikTok. We are there. The videos are always posted there. Please follow us on all platforms. So for part 1, section B part 1, we said comes from element of construct 1, which is contribution of chemistry to our economy. So this is actually a walkover, because the items will always be direct. They'll always be instructing you to do something like we are going to see. And then section B part 2 come from element of construct 4, which is the existence of natural resources in our environment and their uses. Very simple. They all have a number of topics. Element of construct 1 has a number of topics. To mention a few, we have the industrial processes. When you go back to that topic, you will find that the industrial processes include manufacturing of different products that we use in our everyday life. We are looking at section B part 1. So section B part 1 is dealing with manufacturing of very many products, very many crucial products. Please subscribe. Among them, we shall look at the manufacture of oxygen. We are just from the COVID saga. So the manufacture of oxygen should be very friendly to the learners and we teachers. There is manufacture of sodium hydroxide because we used to wash our hands with soap, and sodium hydroxide is among the ingredients that prepare soap. We wash the hands with soap, so manufacture of oxygen should be part. So to clear the air, we also organize online classes to those who are interested. We have a Zoom platform for that. We have holiday program, by the way, to those kids who are home, very idle, watching TV. Parents, you can invite us. We can organize with your kids. We educate them from your home. We just organize and timetable you. You can call us at your schools, please teachers. We have very nice facilitators, very informed. Just invite us. We can facilitate any subject you want. So I've been taking you through element of construct 1, and that is section B part 1. We said this is basically on manufacture of different products we use in our everyday life. We sell for money, as the element of construct is contribution of chemistry to our economy. So there is money. This we are going to majorly look at certain products which include oxygen, the manufacture of oxygen. We are from the previous saga of COVID, which is even still running even up to now. We have very many pandemics. So we have very many pandemics that need us to wash hands with soap. So the manufacture of oxygen, of sodium hydroxide, is also asked. So the hands must be washed with clean water. So the water is purified with chlorine. So the manufacture of chlorine is also a question, an item that may be asked. We are talking about detergents. Detergents themselves need to be manufactured, so you must know the ingredients. There is biogas. Remember, we are preserving the environment. We want to do something that is environmental friendly. So biogas is also part. There is manufacture of the soap and the non-soap detergents. I've mentioned that. There is extraction of metals, majorly iron, copper. We have aluminium, which is also very crucial. The very crucial elements that need to be mined, need to be purified from their ores. So the major things that they may be asked, you may be asked, we have manufacture of ethanol, manufacture of sulfuric acid, manufacture of chlorine, manufacture of sodium hydroxide, manufacture of oxygen. There is manufacture of ethanol to make sanitizer. There is manufacture of biogas, manufacture of soap and non-soap detergents. We have extraction of metals, especially iron, aluminium, and copper. There is manufacture of fertilizers, manufacture of nitric acid, to mention but a few. Those are the major things they will expect you to be knowing. You should be very well informed about the manufacture of all those I've mentioned. Should I mention them again? If you're noting, I've said manufacture of oxygen, manufacture of chlorine, manufacture of sodium hydroxide, manufacture of ethanol, manufacture of biogas, manufacture of soap and non-soap detergents. Separate them. Manufacture of nitric acid, manufacture of ammonia, manufacture of sulfuric acid. We have manufacture of fertilizers. There is extraction of metals, especially iron, aluminium, and copper, plus other metals, but especially those three. Please subscribe. Minorly, they may also ask about manufacture of carbon dioxide. It can be a possible item. There's manufacture of cement, actually include it in the major products to be manufactured. Cement is major because construction work these days need cement as the major ingredient. They may ask about manufacture of ceramics such as clay bricks, ventilators. There is manufacture of the concrete products. Do you know how to prepare them? Like the blocks, the culverts, the pours. There is manufacture of glass. Do we know? So all those processes of manufacturing, all the things must be at your fingertips. I know this, I know this, I know this, I know this. Because 2 will appear in section B, part 1, and you will always be expected to attempt 1. We don't know the 2, but we know the source of the 2. Please prepare enough information about everything I've stated. I've mentioned a minimum of 15 of them. Prepare the 15. We don't know what will be said, but I've given you a clue. To make it simpler for you, when marking all items attempted in section B, part 1, they will follow the following. These are the things they will follow when scoring you. You have to state the raw materials. Irrespective of the number of the raw materials used should be stated. A raw material, is that something that is going to be part of the product? So you must mention the raw materials. Whether asked or not, you have to describe the process of production very well. So the process of production should be stated very well. We are going to look at its details. You must state the side effect and the mitigation for the process of production, and then the social benefit for the process of production. So these are the things they follow when scoring items or responses of element of construct 1. We've said they mark the raw materials. They must be stated. Any preparation with the wrong raw materials will not be scored. You must state the raw materials. You must state the vessel. The vessel is a container where the raw materials are converted to the products. So you must state the raw materials, the vessel. You must state the chemical process by which the raw materials are converted to a product. You must state the step for conversion to the desired product. I'm telling you the marking points. You must state the step for purification of the product obtained. Hope you're following. You your work must be flowing very well because they will mark coherence on its own. They also mark a side effect well explained and given a mitigation. And finally, they will mark social benefits. A social benefit well explained. Let me repeat for you. They will mark raw materials stated, the vessel, the chemical processes involved. They will mark the step for conversion to the desired product. They will mark the coherence of the work, the purification step, if mentioned. They will mark the side effect and the mitigation. They will mark the social benefit if well explained. Let me hope you're subscribing. Before you go any further, please tap that subscription button on your screen. Press the bell if you are on YouTube, please. To go into details of this item or element of construct, one, some people mistaken raw materials with apparatus. For example, if you are making a fruit juice, let's say from oranges, you cannot mention a spoon as a raw material. A spoon is just an apparatus that is only assisting you to come up with a product. It is not a raw material. A raw material should be part of the product. So if giving responses to these items, raw materials should come to your minds first, because what is thought about or what is scored is the chemistry. You should give the vessel, my friend, where the product, the raw materials are converted to the products, the vessel. The vessel, the chemical process involved, the step for conversion to the desired product, the purification are part of the production process or the process of production. The vessel must be, you actually must be realistic when stating the vessel. You are manufacturing ethanol. During distillation, you are using a plastic drum. Will the plastic drum not melt on heating? You should be realistic on the choice of the vessel mentioned. For example, in the manufacture of cement, the rotating drum must have been metallic because the rotating drum is in a furnace. A furnace is always at a very high temperature. So it cannot be melamine or plastic or any other material. It should be made of a metal of high melting point. So making your point sincere. The chemical processes involved must be stated very well. For example, during the manufacture of chlorine from brine and sodium, the chemical process is electrolysis. What is the vessel? You get me? You must state the chemical processes involved. Like in the preparation of oxygen, there are very many chemical processes. Mention them, talk about them. You must state that step for converting the raw materials to the desired product. For example, in the preparation of ethanol, talk about that step where the yeast is added, where Enzymes convert the glucose in the raw materials used to ethanol, which is the desired product. So that is the step for conversion to the desired product. The product must be purified because we need the pure sample of it. We are contributing to the economy of the country. So we must sell off pure things. So we must purify the products. For example, for ethanol, it is purified by fractional distillation. That step must be well explained with minimum English but enough chemistry. Remember our 6 S's. The work must have a logical flow. One step must build to the other. In most cases, the flow of the work should start with the raw materials, followed by, you talk about the vessel somewhere, the chemical processes involved must be well explained. You cannot tell me that you purify a product before you make it. So there should be a logical flow of the information, because coherence is given most of the scores. Hope you're following. So, whether asked or not, you must state a side effect. Explain it very well. State a side effect. Give its impact. And then a mitigation. Explain them very well. For example, you are talking about, let's say, during preparation of oxygen, manufacture of oxygen, industrial manufacture. There is a step we call compression of air to make it liquid air. The compressing process always produces a lot of noise. That is a side effect. A lot of noise from the compressing machines. That is a side effect. Now, what is the impact for that side effect? State the impact that produce noise which affect the ears of the people around the industry and the people operating them. So what should be the mitigation? Explain even the mitigation very well. So the impact for the side effect is affecting the ears, all interrupting with the auditory system is the impact. The mitigation should be proper use of personal protective equipment such as headphones for the operators, and using soundproof rooms for compression, not to interrupt with the environment around. So explain the side effect very well. Only one is enough. Give one side effect, explain it very well, and give its mitigation. When giving a social benefit, please explain the social benefits as much as you can. Give one. Give the benefit, the effect of the benefit, and the impact of the benefit. That's how they mark it. Give the benefit, the effect of the benefit, and the impact of the benefit. There's a difference between an impact and an effect. For example, the manufacture of ethanol. Let me give one social benefit. The manufacturing process is a source of employment opportunities to the people of the community. That is a benefit. How is it affecting their lives? the employment opportunities will provide salaries. That is an effect. So the it is employment opportunity, benefit, providing salaries is an effect. What does the salary do? The salary improves the standards of living. Hope you're following. Please subscribe. Improving standards of living to these people who got the salary from the employment of the above production process is the impact. Please, when giving a side effect, don't just say source of employment opportunity and stop there. You'll get a mark for the benefit. You will miss out the mark for the effect of the benefit and the impact of the benefit. Please go on and talk about the three as I've mentioned them. The benefit, the effect of the benefit, and then the impact of the benefit. Let me hope you're following very well. Have you subscribed? I welcome the new members. This is Muto online educational platform. We are simplifying the education system. We are making the hard things very simple for you. And thank you for joining us. Seleko Alan. That is section B part 1. I'm coming back for section B part 2.